Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This battle's already started. Yeah, we didn't get much time for the credits. And, well, you're looking at Mighty Dwarf, and he's in the SU-5, the Tier 4 Soviet SPG. And he's located on the north spawn of Serene Coast, and, well, he's moved forward to engage the enemy. It's a short-range Arty, the SU-5. And oh dear, a T-52 has flipped himself right at the start of the game. And so we're aiming in on him. Direct hit. Now, we'll repeat that. Rinse, repeat. It's a fairly quick reload, 14.49 seconds. And he's got the 152mm howitzer. Rounds out. And another hit. 136. And the kill goes down, so he picked up the damage assist on that one. Now, it'll do 400 alpha, this Arty. And it's got a burst radius of 6.5 meters. So it tends to terrorize little light tanks and medium tanks. And he got another direct hit on the P-26, and he gets killed immediately afterwards. Now it's a tier 6 game. He's bottom tier, so he's going to earn a lot of XP in this game. Rounds out on the T-34. Just lands in front of him for 95 hit points, but it tracked him, and he's dead. So he's racking up the battle assist here, or damage assist. He's loaded, ready to go for the Matilda, fires around at him, and lands just behind him for 45 hit points. Now the SU-5 is known as the Faden's Medal Machine, and the reason why is because it tends to have a very short or very small ammo capacity. It's only got 12 rounds, but you can easily end up the battle running out of shells, and with 1 or 2 enemies left, if you can kill the last enemy with the last round, just like you killed that T-14, then you end up with a Faden's Medal. Rounds out in the Churchill. Lands right next door to him and tracks him. The other thing is the fast reload. It really does make it possible to track a vehicle and then hold him there whilst your teammates put rounds into him. And that one landed just behind him. Okay, he's only got 4 rounds left now. They built 30 of these Artys, although not all of them had the 152mm mortar, because that's what it is. It's not a howitzer, it's a mortar. Most of the SU-5s are actually armed with a 76mm gun. He got a lovely hit there on the Churchill 3 for 103, and he's killed. Most of them had the 76mm gun. A few had the 122. And as far as I remember, only one had the 152mm mortar, and those are the prototypes. Now they were built from A-26s, which were rather obsolete tanks that the Soviets obtained when they got the patent to the A-26 from Vickers. And that Marder, when he's dialing in next door to it, guy's pulling back into cover. Line him up. And oh, he's moving forwards. Ah, but he got killed by our teammate. The M44 got him. He's only got 3 rounds left, so he really needs to make good use of them. Going for the Chinook. Dialed in, rounds out, and yes, good hit, solid hit. That one looks like a penetrating shot. 393. Going for the Matilda. That's the same one he hit earlier. Okay, he's rocking backwards and forwards on the spot, which is very bad news for him. And rounds out and lands right in front of him. He's only got 1 round left. There's still 5 enemies out there. It's quite normal to run out of ammo in the SU-5, and when that happens, normally I go spotting. I know I've got a dreadful spotting range, but if I can't spot, then I will try and cap. Oh, he gets another kill! His second kill after the T-40, the Team 14. And he's going mobile now. He might as well drive to the enemy cap and start capping. It looks like our teammates have secured this area. It's only the Matilda across the railway line, but I'm sure our guys will see to him very shortly. There he is. And the Matilda's been killed, which means there's only one enemy remaining. It's the AMX 105 AM, and that's the tier 4 French SPG, armed with a 105mm howitzer. And there he is. He won't last very long. He's been attacked by several tanks all at the same time. And that's it, game over. It's a victory. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Oh, this is a turn up for the books. He's got his first ace tanker in this vehicle. You only get the scrolls the first time, and he's got them. So yes, this must be a first. He's also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one. He managed to get 12. A high caliber for dealing the most damage in the gap battle. And he also picked up a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And his win 8 from that battle was 5,731. Very good score. Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Highest damage, 1,725 out of that one. The next highest scorer was the T-34-85 on the enemy team with 1,360. And these were the only two players who managed to get over 1,000 hit points of damage in total. When it came to kills, it was actually the M44 who did the best. He got 4 kills in that game, but he was picking up some stragglers that had already lost most of their hit points. 3 kills to the KV-1, 2 kills to Mighty Dwarf, and 2 kills to the T-34-85, Chinu, and the Hetzer on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, it was the M44 who did the best with 889. And, well, the SU-5 Mighty Dwarf managed to get 697 base, which is enough for an ace for this tier 4 Arty. 689 went to the T-14 and 624 to the T-52. He fired 12 rounds, all 12 rounds in his magazine, 6 direct hits, 2 penetration and 10 splash. Damage of 1,725 hit points, of which 1,685 were at more than 300 meters. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 2, and did 250 hit points of damage assistance off 17 stuns. And he got 17 hit points, sorry, that's damage assistance, 250 hit points, and 17 hit points off 1 stun, sorry. On a free-to-play account, he earned 20,067 credits from that game, and after ammunition resupply, took away 16,587 credits. He also picked up 2 bonds, one for getting the Confederate and the other one for getting the high caliber. And 697 base XP times 2 for the first victory took away 1,394 experience points altogether. So a very first ace tanker in the SU-5. It is a fun Arty to play. I like my SU-5 actually. I practice with it a lot because it does teach you a lot of patience. But if you can work it correctly, you can pick up those Fadens medals. And I believe my SU-5, I think on one account, does have 3 Fadens. 3, yes. It was the first time I ever got a Fadens was in the SU-5, and I think it was the second time I got one as well. And I believe one of those videos is actually on the channel somewhere. So yes, it's a very good Arty. I highly recommend it. If you enjoyed that replay, Please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thanks for watching.